Hey guys, Kyle Cordiana here. Just want to touch base with you, tell you kind of the baits I used for practice in the tournament. FLW Tour stop number 3 here at Harris Chain in beautiful Leesburg, Florida. Beautiful weather, beautiful scenery here. Lovely place to hang out and do some fishing. So for practice, for me, it went decent. It was really tough to get quality bites out here, but I had just a few baits that I did most of my success on. The one I had my most success on was a Jean LaRue tattletale worm. This is kind of a natural brown color, designed by Andrew Upshaw. Really awesome bait. So you can see here, guys, I got good neighbors. This tattletale worm, this is the bigger one that they have. I was catching them on that color. Everybody throws June bug down here, and so I tried to find something a little bit different color. I like that a lot. This has still got teeth mark all over it. Another bait that I used was another Jean LaRue bait. I was catching some fish punching mats. And so this is the punch out craw, designed by Jacob Wheeler himself. And anyway, this one here is a Sooner Run color. It allows an angler some flexibility when you get this straight out of the package. All the appendages are attached here in the middle. And you can see what I'd like to do is you can break them once at the tip. You can break them twice, again from the nose. And if you really want a lot of action, you can break them a third time. And then this thing will really flop around. So it gives the angler a little flexibility, a little creativity if he thinks he knows what the fish want, you know, more or less action in the bait. So I was able to punch mats with that and get it in and out of the sloppy vegetation and catch fish. The other bait, when we had wind blown, a lot of vegetation in Florida. And a rattle trap was a great bait if they wanted a moving bait. This is the Mean Eye Shad by Cabela's. This one's a shad color. You can see this one's got some of the paint chipped off of it from the fish eating it. But just a real natural shad color. You try to tickle the eelgrass or the hydrilla with that and rip it through there once it gets in there. And a lot of times you get that reaction bite when you jerk it through the grass. Of course, anytime you got a treble hook bait, you want to have your bait sack equipped and ready to go. It's simple, just dropping it in the package there, guys, and then you just clip it to your rod. The rattle trap reaction bait, I was using a Kistler. This is the KLX Feel and Reel. It's an awesome design blank for reaction baits. This was a 611 medium heavy. Trey Kistler did a really good job designing that rod. It's one of my favorite rods. I was throwing the big tattletale worm on a 7.3 light medium heavy helium 3. It's got a little bit less action on the tip, so I got a little bit more leverage when I set the hook. I was pairing that with 3/8 ounce, kind of a large shaky head style hook. And then the rod that I chose to punch with is a 7.6 Kistler LTA. It's a helium lighter than air series. 7.6 heavy. I paired it with 30-pound braid. I didn't want it. I could have done heavier braid, but that's what I had on there. It seemed to work pretty well. All the reels I threw it with were an Ardent Apex Elite 6.5 to 1. I had a few that were 7.3 to 1. So anyway, that's what worked for me here. I didn't have a great event, but I still had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I guess there was one other bait that I had some success on, and it was kind of a June bug color. This was a Jean LaRue ribbon tail, just a standard 8-inch ribbon tail worm. You can tell it's got an extra long tail, and that seemed to be key here. They seem to like extra long baits with long tails. Anyway, that was another bait that I kind of paired up and caught a few fish on. So I've got some videos posted out there of my catches, both in practice and in the tournament if you want to watch it. But that's all I got for you. Thanks, guys.